All right, welcome. So what I was trying to get at earlier in this post, I don't think I described very well, so I'm just going to make a video showing what I was trying to ask people what they were doing. So a lot of times in our database we have parts, but they're in, they're in the wrong material, or they're in the wrong pressure class, or et cetera. So in this case, I've got some 304 forged steel stainless fittings that I want to reuse, but I need them in 304L. Now, this isn't so big a deal if you're just using the material assignments on the item itself, but if you've got a product list that you're managing and you want to update that as well and get a Harrison code or some sort of index number, you're going to need to update that. So before, it seemed like the workflow is, you'd take these guys and you would copy them and you'd put them in their new place. And then you go through, whatever you're using to record your map prod info, and you would, go ahead and make some new entries for it. You can see I already did that in prep for this video. You'd make some new entries, and then kind of go through each one of these guys and copy paste this stuff out and change these entries. So I got sick of doing that, so I decided to go a different route. So what I did is, first thing I'll do is I'll find this guy, and this only works, by the way, if you manage your database product entries in a certain way. So I'm going to go look for this entry. And here we go. You can see it's the first one here. And what I mean by managing this in a certain way is when you're generating content, if you're careful to do everything in a row so it's not jumping around. You can still find them if you need to jump around. It's not that big a deal, but it just makes this a little bit easier. Okay, and we'll copy this. And we will go to the bottom. And we will now paste these in. Okay, so now I have these guys here. I'm going to change this guy to 304L. Everything else looks fine. Okay, so that's all well and good. However, this number is old. So what we're going to do is we're going to save this number. This is the old number. And then we're going to go ahead and do our little Excel magic here and let it repopulate with the new numbers. We're going to take that. I'm going to bring it over. You can see I already started doing this, but I'm going to start it again. Lost my copy clip. Oh, okay. All right, so we've got our old numbers and our new numbers, okay? And then we've got all these guys populated with old numbers. So we hold Shift, right click, export my product lists. Go to my properties, go find this folder. Okay, it's already separated by type. I look at this guy, see, okay, I've got my old number in here on my coupling, 8554. So I'm going to take all these, and I'm going to copy them. And I have a folder that I use separately to do this process. I can call it my swap file, and go ahead and paste. Place all these guys. I already did this once to make sure it works. Okay, and then I've got a dictionary file. Open this guy up. Oh, looks like I might already have it open. I do. Okay. Let's close this. Open that up. Okay, so I've got 2 rows. Again, I already filled this, but let's pretend I didn't. So I come to here, I take my old row and my new row, I copy it, I go to my CSV, I paste it in, I save it, I close this guy. Okay. And now I have a script called find and replace, and we can edit this. And I will include this in the post. So it's got some functions here. It's going to get you a folder path. It's going to get you a path to this dictionary file that we made, a path to the folder that you want to check, and then it's going to just do some find replace. It's nothing super fancy. Okay. So there we go. We go run with PowerShell. It brings up my prompt. Okay. Here's my dictionary file. I hit open. I browse to my folder. I hate this folder dialog, but that's what you get when you use PowerShell. If someone knows how to bring in a different library, please let me know. Open up our content, go to our swap file, hit OK. It does its work. We close it. Okay, we go look at our swap files, go to my coupling, and now you can see it has the new number. Okay, so let me take this, copy, shift, copy. Go to here, where we got it from originally in our database. Paste over it. Yes, replace all these files. Okay, great. Back into here, hold shift, import product list. Now we have our new ID number. So now this will come up with whatever info you put in there for your map prod. I take these guys, copy them, I bring up map. Paste them in. I get my new content. It's set to 304L. If I want to go and find all the product numbers for this, or if I have a catalog where I can just do a one-to-one, I'll do that. Okay, so I go ahead and save that. Yes, great. All right, I do that. I do that. I restart CAD. Set up my folders. Takes a minute on the first fab command as usual. Go find what I was working on. My new parts. Let's grab one of these guys, slap it in here. And there we go. It's processing it correctly. It's now a 304L. I've reused all these parts and they're ready to go. And that is it. I will post this PowerShell script on there. Hopefully it helps people out. See you next time.